Part 2, Hitler's Atrocities, Relationship with Stalin, and the rumors surrounding his death. Welcome back to Part 2 of our series on the life and legacy of Adolf Hitler. In this video, we'll be exploring some of the darker aspects of Hitler's life, including his atrocities, his relationship with Joseph Stalin, and the rumors surrounding his death. Once Hitler came to power in 1933, his ideology of racial superiority and anti-Semitism began to shape the policies of Nazi Germany. Hitler believed in creating a racially pure Aryan society and saw Jews as a threat to his vision. Hitler's atrocities. Hitler's regime established a vast network of concentration camps across Europe, where millions of people were imprisoned, tortured, and killed. These camps were designed to dehumanize and eliminate those deemed undesirable by the Nazis, primarily Jews, but also Romani people, homosexuals, political dissidents, and disabled individuals. Some of the most notorious concentration camps included Auschwitz-Birkenau, Dachau, and Buchenwald. The Holocaust. The Holocaust was the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews by the Nazi regime. Jews were rounded up from their homes and transported to extermination camps. Upon arrival, they were separated, stripped of their belongings, and subjected to a dehumanizing selection process. Many were immediately sent to gas chambers where they were killed with the deadly pesticide Zyklon B. Others were subjected to forced labor, starvation, disease, and medical experiments, leading to their eventual deaths. The Holocaust resulted in the annihilation of 2/3 of Europe's Jewish population. The Nazi regime targeted various groups they deemed racially or politically inferior. Romani people, also known as gypsies, were subjected to mass killings, forced sterilization, and internment in concentration camps. Homosexuals were arrested, imprisoned, and subjected to brutal treatment, including castration and medical experiments. Jehovah's Witnesses faced persecution for their refusal to pledge allegiance to Hitler and were imprisoned in concentration camps. Political dissidents, such as communists, socialists, and trade unionists, were arrested, tortured, and killed. In addition to the concentration camps, the Nazi regime also carried out mass shootings of civilians in occupied territories. Special units, such as the Einsatzgruppen, targeted Jews, intellectuals, partisan fighters, and others deemed threats to Nazi rule. The extent of Hitler's atrocities is staggering, with millions of innocent lives lost in the pursuit of his warped ideology. Hitler's aggressive foreign policy. Adolf Hitler's foreign policy revolved around the idea of expanding German territory and establishing a dominant position in Europe. After coming to power in 1933, Hitler swiftly began rearming Germany, in violation of the Treaty of Versailles that had imposed restrictions on German military capabilities after World War I. He rebuilt the German military, Wehrmacht, and initiated a massive rearmament program, including the development of advanced weapons and technologies. In 1938, Hitler orchestrated the annexation of Austria, known as the Anschluss, merging it with Germany. Following this success, Hitler turned his attention to the Sudetenland, a region in Czechoslovakia with a significant German-speaking population. Claiming to protect the rights of ethnic Germans, Hitler demanded the annexation of the Sudetenland, threatening war if his demands were not met. In the Munich Agreement of September 1938, Britain and France appeased Hitler by allowing him to annex the Sudetenland. Invasion of Poland and the outbreak of World War II. Hitler's aggressive foreign policy reached its peak with the invasion of Poland on September 1, 1939. The invasion marked the beginning of World War II and was a blatant violation of international agreements. Hitler's forces, using blitzkrieg tactics, swiftly overwhelmed Polish defenses and occupied the country within weeks. The invasion of Poland triggered the declarations of war by Britain and France, leading to a global conflict. Following the successful invasion of Poland, Hitler unleashed a series of lightning-fast blitzkrieg campaigns throughout Europe. In 1940, German forces conquered Denmark and Norway, securing important strategic positions. The next target was France, which fell to German forces in a matter of weeks. Hitler's military strategy emphasized the rapid mobilization of combined arms, including tanks, aircraft, and infantry, to achieve swift victories. As German forces conquered territories, they established brutal occupation regimes, imposing their rule and exploiting resources. Collaborationist governments were installed in some occupied countries, while others faced direct German control. Hitler's aggressive foreign policy led to immense suffering and resistance movements across occupied territories. Hitler's relationship with Joseph Stalin. In August 1939, Hitler and Stalin surprised the world by signing the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, a non-aggression agreement between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. As per the secret protocol, Hitler and Stalin agreed to divide Eastern Europe into specific zones of control. In 1939, the Soviet Union annexed the eastern part of Poland, while Germany took the western part. The Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania also fell under Soviet control, along with parts of Finland and Romania. As part of their agreement, Hitler and Stalin engaged in economic cooperation. Germany provided the Soviet Union with industrial goods, military equipment, and technical expertise. In return, the Soviet Union supplied Germany with natural resources, such as oil, grain, and metals. Stalin's decision to sign the Non-Aggression Pact was driven by the belief that it would buy the Soviet Union time to prepare for a potential German invasion. Invasion of the Soviet Union. Despite the Non-Aggression Pact, Hitler had long-term plans to invade the Soviet Union. On June 22, 1941, German forces launched Operation Barbarossa, the largest military invasion in history, aimed at capturing Soviet territory and defeating the Soviet Union. The invasion caught Stalin by surprise and led to the rapid occupation of vast Soviet territories. The German invasion of the Soviet Union resulted in a brutal and protracted conflict on the Eastern Front of World War II. Both sides committed horrific atrocities, resulting in immense loss of life and widespread destruction. German forces implemented a ruthless policy known as the Commissar Order, targeting Soviet political officers for execution. The Soviet Union, on its part, formed partisan resistance groups and engaged in scorched earth tactics to impede the German advance. The turning point in Hitler and Stalin's relationship came with the Battle of Stalingrad in 1942–1943. The Soviet Union's successful defense of the city, marked by heavy casualties on both sides, dealt a severe blow to Hitler's military and propaganda efforts. The battle became a symbol of Soviet resistance and a turning point in the war. The invasion of the Soviet Union and the subsequent battles on the Eastern Front played a crucial role in Hitler's downfall and the ultimate defeat of Nazi Germany. Rumors surrounding Hitler's death. The widely accepted version of events is that Adolf Hitler died by suicide in his bunker in Berlin on April 30, 1945, as Allied forces closed in on the city. According to eyewitness accounts and historical records, Hitler shot himself in the head while also consuming cyanide. After Hitler's death, his body, along with that of his longtime companion Eva Braun, was taken outside the bunker and burned in the Reich Chancellery garden. Soviet forces captured the remains, but due to the chaotic situation, they were not able to properly document and preserve the evidence. In 1970, Soviet authorities secretly exhumed the remains of Hitler, along with those of Braun and other individuals, from a grave in Magdeburg, East Germany. In 1993, the Russian government finally acknowledged the existence of these remains, which included skull fragments and dental remains. The evidence supports the conclusion that Hitler died by suicide in the bunker in 1945. While rumors and conspiracy theories persist, the weight of historical evidence and scientific analysis strongly supports the account of Hitler's death in the bunker. The discovery and examination of his remains have helped to put many of the speculations to rest. Lasting impact of Adolf Hitler. Hitler's actions as the leader of Nazi Germany had a profound and devastating impact on the world. World War II, which was largely triggered by Hitler's aggressive foreign policies, resulted in the loss of millions of lives and widespread destruction. The Holocaust, the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews, remains one of the most horrific atrocities in human history and serves as a stark reminder of the depths of human cruelty. His aggressive expansionist policies and militarization efforts led to the reconfiguration of national borders and the redrawing of political maps. Hitler's ideology of National Socialism, characterized by extreme nationalism, racism, and authoritarianism, had a lasting impact on the development of fascist and totalitarian movements. His successful implementation of a totalitarian state, with strict control over all aspects of life, served as a model for other dictators, such as Benito Mussolini in Italy and Francisco Franco in Spain. Hitler's reign serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked power, radical ideologies, and the manipulation of fear and hatred. From the devastation of World War II to the horrors of the Holocaust, his actions continue to shape our understanding of the darkest depths of human behavior and the importance of fostering a just and inclusive society. In conclusion, this two-part video has provided a comprehensive exploration of Adolf Hitler's life, rise to power, allies and enemies, atrocities, rumors surrounding his death, and lasting impact. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this series informative. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future content.